This week on Engage the Sage.
Hi everyone, I'm Don Saucier. Welcome to this week's episode of Engage the Sage. This week, I wanted to take the opportunity to thank my students here at the end of the semester. This ironically has been a really long semester that went by really quickly, and I wanted to take an opportunity to kind of reflect on some of the experiences that we've shared together, and to thank all of my students, to thank you for having those experiences with me. Now, for some of you, I know we're not all the way done, but we'll be done pretty soon, and I think the reflection can start early. Part of the reason I wanted to take this opportunity to thank my students explicitly is I don't remember my teachers or my professors doing this at the end of the semesters, at the end of our classes. Now, I do think that they were thankful. I do think they valued those experiences, but I think sometimes really just saying that is meaningful. I talk a lot about the classroom being an oasis for me. It's a place where I get to go to be away from all the personal and professional responsibilities and stressors that might get to me outside that classroom. And what I want to do is I want to thank my students now for providing that oasis to me and for sharing with me experiences that were all about the learning and all about being a community together. And I'm very, very grateful for that. The end of the semester is always a bittersweet time for me. I'm tired. I once had a student say they didn't know their professors get tired. Trust me, we do. So I'm tired and I am looking forward to the break. But I'm also really going to miss those classes ending. I'm really going to miss having these experiences for my students. So I wanted to end it on this note. To my students in general psychology, I want to thank you for bringing energy and enthusiasm every day in class. I want to thank you for bringing interesting questions. Sometimes they were hilarious and random, but you brought amazing questions that reminded me how awesome psychology is as a discipline. And I really love sharing that with you this semester. I also want to thank my general psychology students for giving me the opportunity to be flexible in all of the ways. To my students in my Psychology of Prejudice class, I want to thank you for really getting into some very heavy topics this semester. I want to thank you for listening to each other and validating all of our experiences. But what I want to thank you most for is showing me that we can take the information that we learn academically and apply it in meaningful ways. And your empathy and your courage showed me that I can be optimistic about our future. To my students in my Principles of College Teaching class, I want to thank you for bringing peace to every class as students and also bringing peace forward in your teaching. I want to thank you for sharing your teaching philosophies with me, and I want to thank you for bringing those to life in the teaching demonstrations that I saw you do. I finally want to thank you for really investing in the class at a level that challenged me to think about teaching in ways that I haven't thought of before, so that you actually created ways for me to think about improving myself as a teacher. I want to thank my teaching and my learning assistants. I want to thank Noah Rankin and Ashley Schiffer and Trenton Schneider and Mary Cook, because you helped me navigate the various learning spaces that we created together. And your humanity and your professionalism really made that magic happen. To my undergraduate and graduate research collaborators, I want to thank you for making our research process and our collaborations together this semester so amazing. You brought creativity, you brought innovation, and you brought a lot of discipline and effort to collaborating on research that not only was important and interesting, but allowed us to get together as people. And you supported each other, you supported me, you supported the research process in a way that showed me how fun and amazing research should be. To all of you watching, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to provide you with some ideas that I have about teaching and mentoring. I really enjoy sharing those each week, and I really enjoy having you tell us what you're interested in us doing. A lot of the videos we've created this semester came as a result of you sharing those suggestions with us, so please keep those coming. So thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing your ideas. In closing, I would just like to thank my students and my collaborators and everyone that I've worked with this semester for making this semester so wonderful and for making that ending so bittersweet. Thank you for creating that oasis for me to get away from everything else where we can just learn together. In the comments below, I would love to hear what you're thankful for here at the end of the semester. I'd also love to hear your ideas for some of our future videos. So thank you for watching this episode of Engage the Sage. Please like, subscribe, sign up for notifications, and we'll see you next time on Engage the Sage.